Hi everyone, welcome back to the review section. So, talking a bit more about blackface and how it was represented in shows on streaming services. One of the very popular shows, Community, was taken off, where just the character was painting himself in black to represent a Dungeons and Dragons character.
Right. So it wasn't really an attack at African American culture at all.
Right.
However, many people found that quite offensive that, you know, if you do that, it does represent a racial slur. Also, I remember the Canadian Prime Minister was also Justin Trudeau, I think his name is. He did brown, like there's so many shades. He did brown face because he dressed up as an Arabian, I guess, samurai or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard of something like that.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because I mean, this whole recent panic, you know, it really brings to light the history of blackface that permeated, especially American culture.
Permeate.
But the clips that we've been talking about, I'm curious, Will, have you seen the clips in the article, and what do you think of them?
It seems that they're slowly getting back into the public eye again, but the clips that were done were actually done more than 20 years ago, right? So at that time, they were considered acceptable, and it's taken 20 years until now to really bring it to life. It's become of what's called cancel culture these days. Do I think that was wrong? Yes, I 100% think it was wrong. And talking more about jokes, especially a long time ago up until now, how well do jokes age, do you think?
Oh, it's that's a bit tough. I think it's kind of a coin flip.
Yep.
Some jokes age terribly.
Yep. Especially racial jokes,
Especially racial jokes.
Yeah.
My dad actually sent me a link to an old British show that was so racist for today's standards. But he was like, oh, we know it's terrible now, but back then
it was considered
okay, and even like his black friends would laugh at it. But it's totally unacceptable now. So racial jokes do not age well.
But there are other jokes in that same comedy special that would still be considered funny and less offensive today. So it really just depends on the subject.
Right, totally. So that does it for today's unit, and we'll see you in the next one.